ready to roll. Got good news. We are finally on NHL 24. There is no more 23 or the annoying BS for it. We are on 24 and we're playing the first team, the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Which some of you may know from either the movies or the actual team name before they change it to Anaheim Ducks. So we're going to jump on in and get started with this franchise on trying to make it a dynasty. So I hope you all are ready and set to go for the A to Z at this point. So we are getting started and ready to play. Now the first couple of things we're going to do is make a few trades off. Now, our face to the franchise player is going to be John Gibson. I will not trade him away at all. I will not trade Gibson at all away. We will keep him on this team, and we're going to hope to get a Stanley Cup win with him. So let's get started on getting rid of some of these contracts that we don't need. Like this $6.5 million contract. We're going to go over to Philly and try to gain Drysdale back. Two second rounders. We're going to try to get Drysdale back to help our defensive core. Because there's a good defenseman, and I'd rather have him on this team. Okay, the plan. Don't want to trade our first rounder for 2024 yet. What we'll do is trade the first rounder for 2027. I don't see us doing, like, I see us getting to the cup around then. So it's not like a big loss. This year, however, I see us losing. So I'd rather get a bunch of good players. If Philly's gonna say no to this trade, we'll find someone else. There we go. We get Drysdale back on this team to help the defensive core and save $6 million for us. I wonder, do they have Mitchkov? Okay, looks like no. Alright, we're gonna go down the list, see who we have. Might as well trade him off. That's a $6.2 million contract. And that's a $5.8 million contract. Trade them off, save on salary cap, because then we can do something with that. We are definitely getting rid of that $5 million contract. Let me see. Can we try to get rid of 11 mil? We're just gonna claim draft picks at this point. Hey, this is a start, alright? If you don't like it, that's not my fault. Alright, we're going down each NHL team. So, yes, I understand there's gonna be some that are gonna be last. It's gonna be a bit for them, but we just have to wait. again, guys, you're using a different. You're using the EA roster. You're not using mine. That's the issue. And that is with NHL 23. If you're using my roster, it's good luck trying to win. Playing both of these players, Buffalo would be... Okay. What if instead of you... Whatever, man. I'm not gonna argue with you. We're here to do a a franchise for the Ducks. We're gonna rebuild them to be a modern day dynasty, and that's what we're gonna aim for. Alright. That's the only thing we're aiming for. Okay, we're gonna trade our 2028 first rounder off. About to get so many comments on why. Plan is for 2027 and 28 to be the years we win. That's the only thing, is that those 2 years will be the years we win. So I have very high hopes for this team. Now we'll throw in the 2029 first rounder and get a second rounder from them. I've had to have so many people ask me why I'm doing a trade like this. But this is how I'm doing the game, so... Wow, okay. Okay, can we at least get Benson? Alright. I would really love to have Alex Tuck on this team, but we're not going to be able to get him. Heck, Benson's already a difficult thing to get. Oh my god, this is why I love NHL 24 a bit more, because now the trades are impossible to do. Okay, do I risk a first rounder for 2028? I'm gonna say yes. We're gonna be good to the point where we don't even need it. Yeah, this might be... I really like to have Benson on this team, but I'm not getting anywhere with this trade. Can I at least have Alex Tuck on this team? I mean, yeah, that's... we're not going to be able to get Gibson, or not... Yeah, we're not able to get Benson's. I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, well, can we at least get Alex Tuck? If we can get him, then I'm going to consider it a win. It's like a second liner right there. I'm a bit happy that it's now more realistic, but I think I'm gonna have... Is this just one contract I can't get rid of? It might be. There we go. We get Alex Tuck for this team. I've got to say that was probably one of the most difficult trades I had to do. And I have two more players I want to get rid of. Get rid of you. I'm gonna go over to Florida and get Sam, if we're able to, Sam Reinhart. I mean, do we trade Trevor? No, he's only 22. That'd be like just the dumbest trade thing we've ever done on here. And I traded away first rounders before. Do a first and a second. We might not need to give them a second. Oh man. Okay. There's my need. This might be the game I have to think. Before I would have NHL 23 annoyingness. Now I have NHL 24's annoyingness. I don't want to give up a whole lot, but I might have to. And I'd rather have Sam Reinhart on this team because then we do have a center for that second line. All this is just building up the team. God. Okay, Well, yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying why. Alright. Yep, we're going with Plan B. I can't give Reinhardt. We're gonna go with trading away players for free, just for draft picks. Not a single team close other than Arizona. Buffalo's only off by 3 mil. I think we could actually work with that. Get both of these players. Okay, don't call me out just yet. These are not like players I would, well, other than Owen Power. Bill Stat I would not go for that much, but judging by the overalls, it's maybe our guy to go for. If I can secure an actual trade. Wow, okay. Just trying to think now. It's Chicago would be a good trading place. We'll get him and Tampa Bay's first rounder. Would love to have Rowinski on this team. I might be able to. We would have, never mind. Because we would have to find someone that has Dallas Stars might be. Hmm. You know what? We're gonna give this right winger a chance. How much? He's got a 4. Let's do the 1 year. Ain't no shot. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Off, off, off. Canadians. We already got a right winger, so that's not really gonna help us that much. We could do a right defenseman. With the left defenseman, that could help us out. And these are our rookie players, so we can actually wait for them to actually do something. They might be able to join the team like right away. You know what? I'm going to trade the 2028 first rounder. I have a feeling with this team we might be able to win 27-28, so I mean the hope's not really too high, but oh, okay. Now I gotta. Okay, we're gonna take a little trip to Vegas. Yeah, Roy with you. You know what? We'll pick up Barbashev on top of that. And that is 3 mil. I can hold your contract up to like 50%, because then it's not going to be that bad. Hold yours 8%. Okay, the 50% won't be too bad. The 4-year one would be, but it's not by a whole lot. It gives us good news. Okay, this gives us bottom 6 guy. That's gonna help out a lot. And it gives us Barbashev, who's really good, and it would give us Yorfiev, who will fit on the lineup. So we get 3 forwards on that trade. Let's get rid of Ryan Strome. It's a $5 million contract for 4 years, 84 overall. Not who we're looking for. Let's try to see if we can't get either a good rookie player or a first rounder, which I want to try to see if I can't get a first rounder. Nashville Predators. We will have to give up a few picks, but having 2 first rounders for this year will help us out a bit. I'm telling you, I'm happy for these trades because now it's actually impossible to make. Columbus will be able to. No. I would have to get a player. Does have promises for him. Get Andrew Peaky. Get both of those. That would actually help us out because we get both of those are rookies. They don't have much on their contract. Can we just get rid of someone that like him? Okay, that does help us out a bit. Okay, how badly did I mess up this team? Not that bad. Okay. I can work with this. Alex Tucky is first round material. He'll be able to help with that first line. Barbara Chadwick. Okay, that's not that bad. Lewis overall is a 78, but he will be able to get up there. Defensively, just took a massive hit. Okay, that's not what we want. And then we got Gibson in net. Okay. Trade away some of these 3 players off with low overalls and check out the free agency. We're just trading horrible picks and stuff for a second rounder right there. We're gonna check out free agents just to see who's all there. Because I know there's a few players that have not yet signed a contract at all. Alright. That's not even worth having on this team. And I think we will give Taves a contract on for this team. Alright, we just spent about 25 minutes signing, trading, and other stuff. So now we get to the actual game of playing and letting the simulation carry on. And Taze does sign a contract with us. Alright. So that is just good news right there. Now all we have to do is just sim through some of the games and hope that, because I'm going to go through this season, go all the way to the draft, and we're going to try to see who we can pick up for the draft. So I like going all the way to trade deadline because that gives me an idea of who's going to be going to free agent or who's all up for trade. You know what? We will accept that. That's a third round pick. So, yeah. We try to get enough salary cap, then the free agency signings would be a little bit easier, and we go through another year. Some of these trades that the AI's offering me, it's not worth it. I am happy we did get Drysdale back on this team, but with his low overall, I have low hopes for him. So, if you all want to see how to ruin an entire franchise at this point, you have come to the right show, because I just ruined the Ducks from anything. As our last 10 now is 2-7-1. Love how our second win is up against Arizona. So, I think the issue I have now is defense. Speaking of that, we will accept his trade. Love to see what TVR can do. We'll also accept this one for a third rounder to get rid of Robert Hagg. But, yeah, the plan is just to keep losing our games. Be first one. And persuade him into not adding veteran players. Only because I don't feel like adding the veteran players yet. I want to get through this season, then do draft, and then get the veteran players on board on this. Instead of getting them now and trading away first rounders that can be first at this point. So, now we're coming back with a 3 games wins, a 5-4 shootout win against the Philadelphia Flyers. We will probably be doing their franchise a whole lot later. A 7-2 win against NHL Sharks and a 3-2 win against Nashville. Actually, all 3 of the wins are teams that I'm not going to be able to do till a bit later. But if we do get the Ducks Modern franchise team, or Modern Dynasty at this point, the Arizona Coyotes would be next. And boy, oh boy, do I have a plan for them. And that's by simming through the first season, getting to the draft, then trading a lot of stuff for Knight, having a build up again, just with rookie players, any talent for free agency, bring them on board, and try to continue the build up from there. Other than that, we are on the Ducks for a bit until we can make it into a modern franchise, or modern dynasty, which I'm thinking is going to be the 2026, 28, or 26, 27 season, or 27, 28 season. or at least be good enough to where we're placing in playoffs, but we don't get far. Because then we can build up from there and keep building up. Let's see, is this a worthy trade? I'm going to say no. But I do want to get rid of the draft picks that mean nothing to me. And hopefully get second rounders for this year. The issues with 6th and 7th round picks is that they mean very little to me. I'd rather have second rounders to where I can actually get somebody who's good and able to do more for the team than do a 6th and 7th pick for basically no one. Wow, we are winning games and the Sharks only won 3 games so far. That is very, very concerning that at some point I gotta play as San Jose Sharks. Not now, though. I got a while before I can play them, but the fact that now they just won 2 more games, but it's not gonna do anything. Oh, please don't tell me this team is actually good on paper. That's the one thing I don't like, is when I try to break down an entire team into a plan that I have set. It just bites me in the butt, and they're doing fantastic. Like, we're not gonna get last place in our division, that's for sure. San Jose already covered that. 8 wins already for them, and we have 15. They would have to win like 7 more times, and I don't think that's possible for them to even do at this point. I should just look at points wise. That might be the issue. What's going on? Yeah, we have 37. I think they have 36. Please tell me that's true. Oh, wait, now that's the games. Yeah, we got 36 points. They have 27. That's... Wow. Alrighty. Well, this does give me an idea on where I'm going to put Tuck at. We will be trading 2029 and 26 first rounder for Sam Reinhart. Unless McCash gets up there. If he does fit in the second line, I'm still gonna get Reinhart. That's he can play right winger as well, which can help out the team a lot more. Who are you? 82 overall, top 4D, 25 years old. We'll give you a shot. And there goes John Gibson. So we will be losing the next couple of games. And oh, that is horrible to see that my favorite team is second to last in our division. Oh, I guess somebody's going to be laughing in, or even like laughing in chats, saying Vegas sucks. Yeah, they... You know what? I'm already gonna call them out on it. Go ahead and laugh. You're just mad that we won a cup and we're going to win again for this year. You know, gonna get like tons of comments right when this NHL season it's like over and Vegas doesn't win the cup again. Get a bunch of people just saying, "Oh, look at that! You were wrong." Yada yada yada. Hey, you can't be right 100%. Oh man, this team. I don't want to be pissed at this team because they're actually doing something, but that's the thing. I want to be pissed at them for doing something. Like, I expect a whole lot worse record than this. But, yeah. You know what? I'll take this. Heck. It's probably a bit better than what they had before. So, before the trade deadline, we're going to look at the team just to see where we're at. I think getting Nicholas Waugh was probably a good plan. Because that does give us a checker for like the bottom lines. Barbashev was a good pickup as well because that does give us that player that can give us a push for that second line. Okay, we have 64 points. Vegas has 60 and the Sharks have 45. I want to get a defenseman for this team. Just to give them like that chance of hope at this point, because we are tied with points with the Oilers, which if you're an Oilers fan, your team kind of sucks. I said it. Say whatever you want. It's just sad that your team is not up higher. Morgan Riley would be a good defenseman to bring in. We could bring in Hannafin, but I think we're gonna go with Morgan Riley. That is a veteran player that can handle himself. And we're going to be putting him over with Drysdale, which I'm happy he did jump overalls. I would say let's get rid of his $3.6 million contract, get rid of both the seconds that we endured, and probably the 2/3 for next year as well. Okay. I still want to keep the 2 seconds there. You know what? We'll trade away our 2028 first rounder. We are claiming a left defenseman that has talent under his name and can actually help out our rookie defensemen. So, although the trade looks kind of bad and probably it does suck, we are getting a veteran leadership for defense. We're gonna make a trade with the Boston Bruins and Carlo. And you know what? JVR, we'll bring him on board as well. We'll bring both players on board with this team. We don't really need to trade away, like, good players. We just have to trade away bad ones and 2 draft picks, and that'd be it. I do want to put us up to defense and this forward core a bit. We're getting a veteran player with leadership at this point, which is what we're going to aim for. You know what? I will give this team a bit of a push. We'll make some moves for this year's trade deadline. Help this team out, give it a bit of a punch. Get them over that hump of possibly winning this year, which was not intentional, but we're now going to make it happen. If not, we'll just keep the team like it is for next year. Because we're already close to being in playoff contenders at this point. Okay, they're saying no for this. Okay, we're just gonna trade away 2 rookies. No, I said I wouldn't, but we have rookie players that can play on this team. Yeah, we're gonna trade both of these guys off. Playing the AHL, we already got the team built up. I'd rather trade them both off. We're getting Carlo, who's going to help with the second line defense. Three third one. 3 drafts. Yes, I am so happy for the AI for saying no to me, but this is okay. We're not getting them, and I'm actually gonna say it. We're not gonna get them. Oh man, I should have jumped on that power. Okay. Try to get Seth Jarvis with Tony D'Angelo. Get both of these players on board. Trading both of these defensemen off. I have no use for them. We're trading for a right winger that can boost up the scoring factor and a right defenseman for the second defense line. At least that's how I'm seeing it. Some of these... We're trading the Buffalo Sabres second rounder. The Edmonton one will be high enough. The Buffalo Sabres will not. Okay. Can I just trade both these off? Like 1 for 1, do a 4th and 5th. Really? They're gonna deny me the Jarvis? Come on, I want Jarvis for Fireman. Dang. I would have said yes to that trade. I'm just saying at that point. Alright. Check out the Jets. Perfect. No. Healers, though. Try to get healers, although that's not going to work, but we're going to try. Pretty sure I went past him. I gotta keep Tuck on board. We'll trade you off, actually. Healers can play right, so that's one good thing on this trade. offering you more than enough. Hey, fine, I'll trade 2 second rounders for this year. Yeah, Jazz, Capitals, Vegas are all gonna be a while before I can even play them. Can I at least get Wilson? Yeah, out of all the players I want, can I at least get Tom Wilson on this team? Or will I get finesse at this point? Flyers have traded Ristolainen and a 5th and 6th to the Arizona in exchange for Dumba and Brown. Good for them, and we got in Tom Wilson off that. Alright, I feel like we're a bit ready. We got a defensive player, veteran player, Morgan Riley, that's going to help out with winning. We also got Tom Wilson on board with that, which is going to boost up our physical scoring plays, too. So that should help. Wow, they got in 2 seconds. Good for Flames. Arizona, you guys did a good job on that trade, too. You get a defenseman, something you're actually looking for. We will be claiming him. I don't even need to look at what he does. I already know what he does. So, let's continue on and see whether or not the trades I did got us to actually do something. And I forgot to look at the lineups. How fantastic. Wilson, you're on you're on a team, let's just say that. Okay, so now we're losing more games, which is something I wanted us to do, but we're now taking an entire complete step back. Well, or I can just shut up and let the game continue. I think I'm going to do that. So, okay, we're tied to being in a wild card spot. And there goes Gibson. Yep. Had a good run. I'm only saying that because Gibson is our main goalie. If he goes down, that's it. Losing 5-4, losing 2-0, losing 7-1. That's just it. We're not coming back from it. Well, we did what I wanted to do, which was just a tank this year, just to see which draft pick we get. And Gibson's injured again? Or is he back? Yeah, he's back. We're winning our games now. I mean, I don't think it would matter. Okay, that's just fantastic. Morgan Riley, a player I literally got in with a first rounder, is now injured. Okay, we got an 81 points for this year. I mean, better where Sharks are at 50, just 57 for Central. We would be right where the Predators are, 6th place. And the Atlantic would be right at the Red Wings, 6. Devils would, Devils, the Metropolitan, we wouldn't even be there. We'd be dead last. So I guess that one was, and of course the Pittsburgh Cheaters are up there. Otherwise, we did not do that bad. This team played great. We just had to deal with a tougher opponents. Okay, let's see how we do. First period against Vegas, Zegers scores, and the player we literally traded to them scores a shorthanded goal on us. That's fantastic. Nothing has happened during the second period while we were up 24 shots to their 20. And Zegers gets another goal on Hill. But William Karlsson answers back. Tom Wilson gets a goal. And then Lundstrom gets a goal, making us in the lead 4-2. And high scoring game. Well, we did win this one, which we did get 83 points now for this year. This team did not really play that badly. We just had tougher opponents to go against. You know what? I give this team credit. 39, 38, and 5 was our record. Zegers getting 70 points for this year. 85 overall. That is a bit worse than what I actually did expect. Oh, let's see. Where was he last year? Okay, so he got in 5 more points than last year. You know what? That's a bit better. Tyke's up there, Barbashev, Wilson's up there. Drysdale went up to an 84 overall. That's good. 83, but that's still a good thing. 88 overall defenseman that's still injured, and we have him for $7 million. And there is Troy Terry, who went down to an 82 overall. So he is falling down. I think we should trade him off. What did Gibson do? Alright. Although he is injured, he actually did help. Dostal, good backup, did his job. It's just all luck. Did not do anything. Alright, well. Before we go to the draft, let's just see how we placed in the entire league. Your Vancouver Canucks and your Vancouver Canucks won the President's Trophy. That is the first that we have 2 teams having the same wins, losses, overtime losses. They got the same passing percentage, but yeah. I'm surprised Flyers are 8th place. Let's just see. San Jose with a record of 23, 46, and 13 with 59 points. We were not going to catch up to that. And we ended up 23rd place in the entire league. Not that bad. You know what? We have a better record than the New York Rangers with 39 wins versus their 36. You know what? I'm actually happy with this team. I'm going to say we made 22nd place. I mean, it's still worse, but it's still, everyone did their job. We just need to get everything set up. Well, here comes Gibson, probably just to see that we have not made it to the playoffs. I am happy he recovered. Here comes Morgan Riley now, which I really hate the fact that I did trade a first rounder for him. Really hope he does something for next year. I think the team's set for next year. They just need a bit of a stronger playing, like stronger forward core. Wow. In all my sims, this is the first time we have ever gotten the Senators win. Alright, and we're back. But yeah. And of all the sims I've done, the Senators win the Stanley Cup. I think that's the first. Let's see. I should have gone for that Florida one, but we ended. Give out what credit for that. We're in the 11th place. Okay, that's fantastic. I really hate Detroit now because they decided to give the Ottawa Senators, who won the Cup, a rounder. Some of these players are just. It's hard to see some of these players go that retire, especially with the games when they say they retire. It's like they deserve a lot more better stuff. Okay, we got the 11th pick. We're just gonna view the draft class and just see where we ended up at. I knew San Jose was gonna get the first round or the first pick. Okay, so we got just gonna go down the list. Misa. Alright, we're just looking down the list. For the guy that's going at like first overall and trade up. I think we're gonna go with Misa. Okay, we got pick number 49 in the second round. Let's bulk up. Well, hold on. We do have heavy hitters. You know what? We'll give you a shot on this team. Other than that, We already picked up our players. We're gonna have the entire draft sim, and now we have to sign some of the players that we have on that need a contract or that are joining this team. Let's see. I honestly think you're going to be leaving. You didn't even help us out. There's only goaltenders, no chance. Okay, let's do. Don't care about the players that the entire team decided to do. Okay, we're doing all expiring. Okay, I do want to keep this guy around. You're looking at 7 years. 3.25. Not a bad contract. Give you a contract. Give you a contract. I give some of these players contracts that are like rookie contracts that, or heck, even rookies that I want to see try to do something. The top 9 is not going to hurt us that badly. Yeah, I think we've gotten everyone. We will get Taze a contract. That's not that bad. Everyone else is not going to be joining. Because we want to save room for players coming in. Intakes just flat out refuse. We'll give you a, you know what, a $3 million contract. It's not going to be that bad. If you refuse this, we'll let you go. Okay, we signed people that we wanted on the team. We get rid of some of the old players that are on the lineup. Get rid of them, then we continue on. Okay. Before we check out the entire team, let's just see who's available goaltender wise. I swear, Gaming General, I know you're either watching this either later or probably now. Swear to God, if you say get Samsonov, I'm going to be pissed. I am not getting Samsonov. He's the worst goaltender. In fact, like Vegas picking him up was a horrible idea. Anyways, let's get back. Let's just go over the fall skaters at this point. Alrighty, Montour, welcome to the team. We will certainly be happy to have you on this team. How would you like $6.8 million? Would love for Mator to be on this team. Forsling, would love to have you on this team. You want a $6.2 million contract? Sub Ghost. Yeah, feeling alright. Just okay, enjoying today. So happy I finally got Ultimate for the Game Pass. Because now we can get to a little bit of a challenge. And here comes Forge Lane coming onto the team to give us a helping hand. And here comes Montour to give us a helping hand with a defensive lineup. With Morgan Riley, that's going to solve all of our defensive issues. We just need to aim for forward guys. And I was looking for Fabro, but couldn't figure out which team he was in or on. Okay, we got $2.8 million available. Love how Flyers got him Dumba and decided to trade him off anyways. Blake Wheeler, we're going to bring you onto the team. We have rookies that I would absolutely love for their, well, for some of your physical play to be on this team. So we're going to sim to next season, and here comes Blake Wheeler coming to help us out as well. The team is ready to go. We will accept this trade. This frees up $2.2 million for our contracts, and we can sign another player up. Love how nobody claimed Patrick Kane. That's actually quite funny. So we have $2.7 million here to give to someone. Let's see. Who would want to? It's a bottom 6, but he's not asking for much, and he is 28. Nah, we're gonna look for Pat Maroon. We are bringing you onto this team. You know what? Got any other older guys? Can't get you false. You know what? We're doing it. Corey Perry, get your butt back here. We're gonna bring you back to the Dogs, let you play out your last year with us, and just, man, that is upsetting to see. And I'm just gonna laugh a bit. That's fantastic to see. Now I can rub something in his face a bit. I'm talking about gaming general. He's gonna just be upset by the fact that they did bash him like that. But sign some of these veteran guys. Welcome to the team. We got Corey Perry back in action in Anaheim. Get a bunch of people excited to see his return to the Ducks. We get Pat Maroon on this team. We got Nicholas Backstrom on this team now. I think we're going to be ready to go because those guys will help the rookies out. We got one that needs to bulk up, so we got a few physical players that are going to bulk him up. So yeah, we're gonna play the next season, see how the records are gonna be, see how the team's gonna handle things. We may end up trading Kissin possibly. With Corey Perry back on this team, and to have him the face of the franchise for this year. Let's bring Barbashev up. Let's bring Matash, Fish up. Put Perry back on the team that he was even drafted to. That's gonna be great for the team. I don't know if Terry belongs up there. We'll keep him there just in case, but if he doesn't get his things together, we're going to trade him off. And here is the defense. He really went up to an 86 overall. We have Forsling on the third line. Drysdale went up to an 85. We got Montour and Riley. The defense is set. We even got JVR just in case. Guess then please do not let us down. Yeah, Corey Perry is going to be our face to the franchise for the next couple of years. Because he's back on the Dogs, he's back with the team he was originally drafted, and he's here to play with the, well, young talent, as I would call it. So, any Ducks fans that have seen the Ducks play from like 2003 all the way to before they even drafted him, or not drafted, traded Perry away, we now have him back. He's now on the Ducks. We'll trade away Daz, or I think that's how you spell his name. We'll trade him off in a 7th for 2 thirds. It's just gonna get rid of some of the salary cap. The defense is already set. If we have a rookie defenseman for the right, I'm not too worried. So we're gonna let this season sim and see where we end up. Or we're gonna sim all the way to the trade deadline. Alrighty. I think I'm just gonna let this play out. What I tend to do is, like, in the next couple of years, if I see rookies, I tend to trade veteran players off that are like 30 years old for those exact rookies, just so we have them on the team that actually do a lot of damage. I did it on a Flyers run, and they have won 5 times in a row, but it has to be after the 2 seasons. That way it's a bit of a start. Oh dang, he's already up to an 86 overall? Okay, like I said, we'll just let this play out. Got to say, we did a better job this the start of this year than last year. Like before, we would have been like 2-7-1. We've won 5 games already. We're 5-2-1. Or we just need to have one more game played, and then so we're 5-4-1 after 10 games. That's not that bad. Even for this team, it's not that bad. So we'll just let the teams play, let them do their own thing, and we'll see where we end up. do have some good news with the next couple of days and a bit of bad news for recording. So the bad news for recording, I will not be returning to Halo anytime soon. I will continue the series, but it's not going to be until a later date. Some good news though is that I've found a couple of games that I would love to start recording episodes on. So we will be starting a new series. We will be returning to Medieval Dynasty and continuing on with Police Simulator. The NHL 23 Flyers run is done. It was just one episode and done. We'll probably return to them in NHL 24, but it's going to be a later date. So there'll be a bunch of new games starting out. We'll even do I think it's South Park: The Fractured Butthole. We'll play that game a bit more. I do have to age restrict it only because of this. I can't censor everything on it. So, and then I gotta do that for GTA videos too, because YouTube does not like the cussing in it at all. Otherwise, we are back in the games. We're playing new games and going to try to get everything up and ready to go. So I will try my best to record more videos out and take a bit of a break on the shorts, because the shorts can wait now. I want to try to get more videos out, so it's... But yeah, we will not be returning to Halo anytime soon. So we're gonna take a bit of a break on it and wait until a bit later. Alright, we're gonna stop right here. In December, we are 5th place in our division, 10, 11, and 5. And I think we're gonna be trading John Gibson away. We have $5 million available for free agency on top of that, but Gibson just fell. And this is a hard thing to say because this was like the first team he was on, and he has just played fantastically, but I think trading him off is the best bet. We're going to get Knight and probably end up trading a couple of draft picks along with that. We will be trading 2026 and 2029 first rounders. We will be holding Gibson's contract a little, which I'm fine with. But yeah, Gibson just fell off. And we can't have it on this team. Hey, we're close to actually being able to win a cup at this point, and I think just trading him off might be the best bet. We're gonna trade our 2000. We're gonna keep the 2030. We will be. Do we even? No, I want to keep the 2025 pick. We will be trading away our 2030 first rounder. But yeah, we're trading Gibson off, and we're gonna acquire Knight to help us out with this team, or not. I mean, Who else is there other than Knight? We could get Dustin Wolf. That could be a good pickup. He is injured though. That will bring our team down even more. We could do Levi, but Buffalo's not able to carry that much salary cap. Could do Wolf and Markstrom on this team. I'd rather do Wolf. Bring down this. So we don't need to hold any salary cap. We are getting Wolf though. Do we rely on Wolf when he returns, or I'd rather get Knight instead. Like, this is the thing, I'd rather get Knight. You know what, we'll do first rounders. All 4 of them. There you go. Oh, no. I lied. Okay. We need a goalie that's good to where we can actually make plays. Could. Because that's our only issue. Gibson fell down hard. So we need someone that can pick up his pace. Because I don't trust Stossel that much. Don't get me wrong, Stossel is a good goaltender. I don't trust him that much to be able to handle the plays, because we need someone that can actually handle what he's doing, and he just doesn't seem like the type of guy to do it. We could get hard on this team. The defense is already said. I think we're gonna get hard. You don't have to hold any salary cap for this trade. And yeah, we'll get hard on this team. I don't trust Stossel that much. Like, he doesn't scream out starter. I mean, there's a few goaltenders I'd rather trust than Stossel. That's all I can say. You know what? We'll trade our first rounder for 2026. I'm surprised they're not taking that. Okay, we'll just keep looking. Okay, there is no way Jari is a 91 overall, because he is not that good. Do we go with the... Do we go for a rookie goaltender, or do we go with something else? We're only trading Gibson off because he's not what he used to be. You know what, can we get? Are we able to? I know he's the one goaltender I would never get, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. We need a goaltender that can pick up the pace a bit. I'm offering you two first rounders. Like, that's the one thing I don't understand. Getting like two first rounders on top of that. And you're still saying no. Like, that's the one thing I don't understand. You're getting two first rounders. I'm giving you more. And it's not doing anything. And there's no way I'm trading a first rounder for this year. I could always just accept defeat and just... Even then, I don't want to. This team needs a goaltender. I'd rather give it a goaltender. It could actually work. Okay, we could do Olmark with a trade. Okay, we don't... Do we really have to hold a lot of Gibson's contract? Not really. Okay, hang on. They are accepting this. Okay, so they will accept a two first rounders. Okay, they will accept a first and 2 thirds. That just gives me more. They won't accept that, but they will accept it like first rounders. So that gives me an idea of doing. They accept that. No, they will not. Okay, so it has to be a first rounder. Does it have to be 2 thirds? Yeah, I can probably give them a 6th and a 7th rounder. So that picks for Penguins third. Okay, I'm fine with this. Alright. So, there goes some bad news. Gibson is no longer on the team. He went down to a freight starter, and that is just not what we want. We need a goaltender that can actually pull his weight a bit more and actually do more. So we got an Allmark. Hopefully with his help he can give us more wins and just give us over that hump. Because that was the only issue, is that don't have enough goalie going. Hopefully that got us where we need to be. Getting a bunch of complaints from players who don't like the lineups, but all I can say is just play. Okay. Allmark is helping us out, which is some good news. Because now we can win a bit more games and catch up to the Edmonton Oilers, who have 46 points while we have 44. So we are doing it. Yeah, right when we get to the trade deadline, I do want to see where Torrey Terry ended up being at. Because if he's only an 82 overall, he will be getting traded. He's a high contract player that's not playing where he's supposed to be at. There's no point keeping him around if he's not going to play what he's supposed to play. There goes Stotzel. That might be why we're losing more of our games, if I'm thinking correctly. Maroon's injured now. Oh, Florida Panthers fired their head coach. Wow. I thought they would have won, but I guess not. That's the spirit, Terry. Just get yourself injured. Give me all the more reasons why I should trade you. That Maroon's coming back. And we have beaten those pesky Oilers. Alright. I honestly think with this team, we might be able... Might. It's a strong word. Be able to win the Stanley Cup. It's too early to guess at this point. Like, we're losing some of our games, yes, but we're trying not to win the President's Trophy at this point. And we still have no salary cap for next year. Let's just see. We are first in our division. That's one good thing that we got out of this year, is being first in our division. Oh, it didn't last long, but it's still an accomplishment from last year where we were second to last. Sharks are still in that pain, which I honestly think they're getting the first overall pick. Okay, let's be conservative sellers at this point, or buyers. Aaron Ekblad is available. He will need a contract, which I might end up picking him up just to get a forward player with the same trade value. Let's see. Patrick Kane's probably gonna get no re-signing. Let's just see where Terry ended up. Egris jumped to an 86 overall. That's good. Okay, that brings really bad. this just brings it really bad. He did jump up to an 87 overall, though. But I think we have an 85 overall Tom Wilson. Alex Tug is an 88 overall. Where's Barbashev sitting at? 80. Do we give Terry a chance to redeem himself, or do we trade him off? I honestly think trading him off might just help us out. Well, I'm gonna see how high its trade value is. It's not really that high. But he is not giving us anything. We need someone that's gonna give us points. No, we will be going for him. Just check to see if they would go for it. You know what? Trade the 2030 first rounder. We can get back it and jump on it. Okay. Might be an expensive contract we have to do. Good. Okay, so they're not gonna accept that. Not unless we actually push it. And you know what? We will be pushing it. Terry will stay on the team. We'll get rid of Montour. And there it goes. I know I got finesse with the first rounder, but we did get Caulfield. I will be going back to the Canadians. Troy Terry off to get our first rounder for 2026 back, but we did end up getting Caulfield, a right winger that's a sniper that's going to help this team a lot into winning games. So I will be trying to get our first rounder back from the Canadians. We will also get a second rounder for this year from them. For Troy Terry. And that saves us a lot of salary cap and just gives us more to do. So, let's just see if... Do they have another second rounder? Yes, they do, and it's Pittsburgh's. They're third and our fourth. Maybe a fifth will help. There we go. We get 2 second rounders on top of that. We did get our 2029 first rounder back. We did trade Troy Terry away. We do not have Montour, but Jamie Drysdale did jump up to an 80 overall, which is some good news. It's not a whole lot of good news. It's just some good news. So let's see, Lindstrom at 5th to LA for Clark, and who else? Sure, more sub in the 3rd round. Wow, LA did a lot more moves. Alright, we win the next 2 games. I think getting Caulfield might have been a smart play. We get a right winger sniper for our lineup, although we did trade a right defenseman off. We did get that scoring chance of getting more goals into the net. Maybe I should have traded a left defenseman off now that I'm thinking it. We do have Morgan Riley, Forsling, and I think there's another one that's an 86 overall too. But you know what? We're going to go with this and see where we end up for the end of this year. I really hope we win one more game. We are 40, 25, and 6. A lot better than last year. There goes Allmark getting injured. This is the first time he's injured for our team for this year. Bit concerning, but we are first place in our division. So I really hope he does come back for the playoffs if he does, or even before the playoffs start. Because we can lose a few more games. He comes back to play, I think it's against Vegas. No, he might have been at the Chicago one. Yeah, he was at the Chicago one. We lost to them like 3-1, and then we won against them for like next week. So we did make it to a playoff spot with 90 points. That is very good for this team. Where it was last off, where it didn't even make it to the Stanley Cup, and we were second to last in our division. We're now first place in our division. We were 23rd place, and now I believe we're top 10. Maybe, I would say about top 10. So I think this team came through with some of the trades and changes for the lines up. I think this team came through. We will be trading Morgan Riley off for a first rounder. I think this is a 1 round that McQueen will be in, if I'm not mistaken. We will be picking him up. Oh, that's fantastic. 1 goal in, and we lose 4-2. It's Vegas for our last game. Some bad news for that, but we did make it to the Stanley Cup. We are 3rd place in our division. That is really upsetting. If we won against Vegas, we would have been 1st. But Caulfield came through with 77 points in 70 games. And he got injured for like 12 of them. But he did help out. Alex Tuck got up there now with 68. Zegras got up there now with 67. But our players are finally going up there. They're actually finally doing it. And I knew it was this guy. So we will be trading Morgan Riley off for a first rounder. Because he keeps getting injured. I'd rather get a first rounder for that. Because we do have Forsling, who's an 85 overall, and that's fine for the second line defense. I forgot Andrew Peaky was here, plus TVR, so I think I might do that. Goaltenders wise, Allmark did his job. He did fantastically during the plays. Would absolutely love to see him back here with the Ducks. He's won 23 games, gotten 15 losses with 3 overtime losses, but I think he did. I don't know. He didn't really play a lot of games like the 2023-24 season for Boston, but he did do better than, like, he won more games, at least I think he did. He only lost like 20 of them. So he did a lot better than last year. Also, I'm not 100% sure just yet. You did come through for this year with 15 wins, 9 losses, and 1 overtime loss, but I don't think you're ready just yet. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to see where the team got placed for the entire league. Let's see where we end up in an entire league. Your Pittsburgh Cheaters yet again. There they are, claiming the President's Trophy. I don't know who the heck is on their team, but oh, we weren't even top 10. No, we made 12th place. That is funny how Toronto didn't even make it to the playoffs. Oh man, Sabres did not make it to the playoffs. Oh, the East was just stacked, and some of them didn't even make it to the 21st team. Made it to the playoffs. Wow. And your San Jose Sharks are last place yet again with 50 points, 23, 55, and 4. They're going to be a real show by the time I catch up to them. It's going to be a while, but... Alrighty. With the playoffs now locked in, and with everything set up and ready to go, who do we face in the first round of the playoffs? We are facing the Edmonton Oilers in the first round of the playoffs. And several games have been played, but we're going to look at the playoff tray and see where we... So, yeah. Here we go. Here is the 25 or 2025 playoff run. We got Winnipeg versus Dallas, Arizona versus Nashville, with Arizona taking the first game against Nashville. We are up against the Oilers. Got Vancouver against Flames, which Flames are taking the first game. Capitals and Rangers. Columbus and Penguins, with Columbus taking the first game. Detroit against Boston. And Hurricanes against Canadiens, with the Hurricanes taking the first game. This is going to be an entertaining Stanley Cup playoff run. Sadly, it would be for episode 2. With that, this is the end of episode 1. We will be back with episode 2 for Saturday. And I'll see you all next time.